Hello sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a little decorating in the kitchen with a piece I just got in not that long ago. But before we get started, I wanted to just show you the view out of our front door with all the pretty trees. A lot of them are losing their branches already, or their leaves rather, and so I just wanted to give you a little glimpse of what it looks like before it all kind of goes to pieces. But they're such pretty colors, and I live on such a pretty street, and it's an historic street, which I absolutely love. And let me make out a little bit the house that's right across the street for me. It's a very old house, and I absolutely love it. I think it was built in the 1700s, but that's one of the little pretty historic houses on our street. And I think I'm going to be doing a walking series where I kind of walk you through different neighborhoods in Connecticut, just so you can see all the beauty that is New England. So this is the little cabinet that I picked up from Amazon that we're going to be decorating. I did move it to the kitchen counter, and a great way to decorate is kind of go through your home and see what pieces would go where you're going to be styling. So I went through our house and I just picked up a few items from other places and some things that weren't being used, and I decided that these are the pieces I'm going to be using for styling this little cabinet. So first I wanted to make the area a little bit cozy while we're decorating. So I gathered this little creamer that I had, this crystal creamer, and I filled it with some ground coffee and some coffee beans. And this is a great way to make a little scented candle. You just put in a little tea light, and let me just get it in there straight. And then as the tea light heats up, it gives off the aroma of coffee, and who doesn't like the smell of coffee in your kitchen? So that is a great way to use a thrifted piece, some coffee I already had, and a tea light. So with that being said, some people do use taller ones and fill it with all coffee beans, but I like to use a little bit of ground coffee in with it. I think it just makes the aroma come out a lot better. So now let's get to styling. So again, I got this piece, and I was looking for one. I saw at Hobby Lobby, and this part right here was wooden, the look of wood instead of white, but I couldn't find it. They don't make it anymore, so I found this one on Amazon instead, and it was $70, which I thought was kind of outrageous, but sometimes for those pieces that you want, you kind of splurge a little bit, so I definitely splurged. And now we're going to decorate the inside first. And it has this beautiful closure little hook, which is very vintage looking, and the box also came with an extra one. So if something ever happened to this, you have a backup, which I thought was a really great idea. So we're gonna open it, and the inside of it isn't very big, but big enough. So one of the things, I was still gonna use pumpkins for like maybe another week or so. So I'm gonna put a pumpkin in. And I love these like little like Cinderella pumpkins. And I think I got these from Hobby Lobby if I'm not mistaken. So I'm just gonna put in 2 small ones, just to kind of balance it, one at each end. And then I have my little cup, and I just keep my lemons in it. And I have 1 lemon left, so I have to buy a few more. So I'm gonna stick that in there. And then I also have this little thrifted bowl with some fresh garlic that my husband picked up. They actually had a farmer's market at his work, so he grabbed me some fresh garlic, which was very sweet. And I just put it in this little thrifted bowl that I have, and this came in a set of 3, so I have a couple more, and I think that's all I'm going to do with it. So I'm just going to keep it just like that, so you can kind of see the pumpkins and the vintage pieces in there. And I think that's a keeper. This is going to be so fun too to decorate for Christmas, so I'm really looking forward to that as well. Right, now we have the rest of these pieces that I grabbed, and this I thrifted. I took the price tag off, but it's, you know, one of those little wooden mashers. So I thought I would put a piece of wood on each side because I'm filling up the middle with primarily lighter pieces. And then I also have this cute little raffia pumpkin. Again, I think I got it at Hobby Lobby. So I'm just gonna keep those, and that's the way I like to work. I like to do 1 at each side and then kind of fill in the middle, and that's just my way of doing it. But you know, it just makes more sense to me that way. But I know a lot of people that start in the middle and then go either way. So whatever way is the best way for you to do, that's what you do. Okay, so the next piece I think I'm gonna do is my little thrifted teapot. And I love this teapot so much. And I think I'm gonna put that right there. And I loved it that it had like a little like flower on the top. I thought it was just so pretty. And I know I got that at Savers. Then I think I'm gonna use one of my thrifted creamers. Kind of like that. And I wanted to put something in the kind of in the center that wasn't pure white. So I had this little crock that I thrifted a long time ago, and then just some thrifted vintage spoons with a little blue bow. Let's leave that right there. And then I have another little thrifted creamer, and I love this one. It does have a stamp on the bottom. Oops, upside down. It does have a little stamp on the bottom. So I'm gonna put that right there. And then last but not least, I have this little thrifted sugar bowl. Again, it is stamped on the bottom. And that's what it is. And I think I'm gonna have to move these over a little bit. And I'm gonna put this right there. Then of course, you know, you can play around with things as well. And that's the beauty of having like pieces on the top of something, that you can change them out and move them around and then just change the whole look of your little area. So that's it. I also wanted to share with you, in the back, I put up these little lights. They're actually like little Christmas window lights, but I have them throughout the kitchen now in the backs of things to just kind of lighten up the area. And then since I'm all done with the inside, I usually put this like over there. And that's it. So very simple, very easy. Again, that piece was more than I would like to spend, but sometimes when you really want something, you have to do that little bit of a splurge. And I have my little tea light. And that's it. So very cute, very cottage farmhouse, still in the fall season. In Connecticut, the past 2 days, it's been in the 80s, which broke world records, evidently. So we're still have the air conditioning on, but I suppose it's gonna get cooler later. But anyway, guys, that's the end of this video. Very quick, very simple, but just a way to show you how to decorate with things that you already have. You know, obviously I did buy the cabinet, but all the other pieces I already had, and it's a great way to just go through your home, take out a few pieces, and then just move them around, and it gives you a whole new look, and you spent no money. So that's it, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.